Good morning, everyone. It's a real privilege to be here giving this keynote ahead of the Resilience Plenary of Cyber UK on behalf of Scottish Power. And it feels especially fitting to say that here in Glasgow because this is home for us. It's where Scottish Power is headquartered, where many of our people are based, and where so much of our work to power, connect and support communities begins. Hosting Cyber UK here matters to us, not just because it's an important national event, but because it brings this conversation about cyber resilience into the heart of a city and a business that cares deeply about the UK's future. This year's theme, the next decade, accelerating our cyber defence, couldn't be more relevant or more timely, with data, digitisation and connectivity at the heart of everything we do. In energy, the next decade is not some distant point on the horizon, whether through the current Ofgem investment period for our electricity transmission network, which runs from 2026 until 2031, the renewables we are building today to power generations to come, the smart solutions we are delivering for our customers, the future is being shaped now through the infrastructure we invest in, the systems we operate and the resilience we continue to build to support growth and security. At Scottish Power, that matters deeply to us because just like the blades in our wind farms, we never stand still. We're increasing our efforts to deliver the clean, green power the UK needs, with planned record-breaking investment of up to £24 billion. That's £18 million every working day to 2028. But securing the future is not only about generating clean energy, it's also about protecting the systems, people and infrastructure that keep the UK moving. And that's why resilience matters. Electricity underpins almost everything we do. Our homes, our hospitals, our transport, our communications, our businesses and our digital lives. And as the economy continues to electrify, that resilience only increases. So when we talk about resilience, we're not talking about something abstract. As Richard from Aratico said yesterday, we're talking about trust. Trust that essential services will be there when they're needed. Trust that infrastructure can continue to operate through disruption, and trust that the organisations building the future are doing so responsibly and securely. That's a shared challenge, and it's certainly one that we take seriously at Scottish Power. We are part of Iberdrola, one of the world's leading electricity companies, and in the UK we operate across renewables, networks and supply. We're investing significantly in the infrastructure needed for a cleaner, more electrified country. And with that investment comes a clear responsibility, because growth without resilience can be fragile, and infrastructure must be supported by strong security and governance. That's why we describe our ambition in a simple way: securing a better future quicker. We must all accelerate our cyber defences to rise to the next decade's security challenges. But to do that credibly, resilience has to grow alongside investment. It needs to be considered from the start in asset programmes, operating models, supply chains and leadership decisions. Because resilience is not just about prevention, it's also about preparedness, response and recovery. It's about continuity, confidence and learning over time. And it's why I welcomed the NCSC's guidance earlier this year on the actions for critical national infrastructure to take now to be ready to withstand and recover from cyber attacks. We see resilience as a shared national whole of society effort. We value the necessary role of government, regulators, private sector and national bodies in shaping that effort, and we welcome the continued focus on resilience across both energy and cyber policy, and particularly the role of global cybersecurity legislation, including the UK's upcoming Cybersecurity and Resilience Bill, which I'm sure you will hear about shortly. That focus matters because the systems we are building are becoming more digital, more connected, and more interdependent, which means resilience increasingly needs to be approached at a system level through collaboration rather than isolation. If we want growth that's credible and sustainable, resilience needs to be clear, demonstrable, and trusted, and that requires government and industry working together in practice, not just in principle. No single organisation, however capable, can strengthen national resilience on its own. We do it together. So if Cyber UK 26 is asking how we accelerate our cyber defence over the next decade, then for Scottish Power, the answer is clear. For us, that comes down to 4 priorities. First, strengthening the UK's energy security and resilience. Resilience is not separate from growth. It's what helps make growth possible and sustainable. As we build and modernise networks, connect more renewables, and digitise infrastructure, resilience must be part of the design from the outset. When infrastructure is resilient, customers have confidence, investors are assured, and the wider system is stronger. Second, securing national networks across partners and supply chains. We're only as strong as the wider ecosystem that we depend upon. The future energy system will continue to rely on a diverse network of partners, suppliers, and technology providers. That's the reality of modern infrastructure, and it means resilience cannot stop at organisational boundaries. Stronger baselines, better assurance, secure by design thinking, and practical collaboration all play a role to make progress certain and dependable. Using NCSC's Cyber Essentials certification in your supply chains is a step businesses can take to be assured of the network of organisations relied upon to run your business. Third, innovating a smarter, safer system through digitisation, AI, and data-driven operations. Digital technologies are already transforming how infrastructure is planned, operated, and protected. Used well, they offer better insight, faster response, and more informed decision-making. As these capabilities develop, including the use of AI and data, they need to be matched with strong governance and thoughtful risk management. In critical infrastructure, innovation and responsibility must go hand in hand. And fourth, empowering our people and building a future-ready security culture. Because ultimately, resilience is about people. It's about engineers, operators, analysts, and leaders applying judgment, experience, and teamwork. It's about preparation, practice, and culture. Technology and controls matter, but people are what make resilience real. And that's why investing in skills, capability, and culture is every bit as important as investing in infrastructure. So as we look ahead, the UK has a real opportunity. We have ambition, we have capability, we have strong institutions, we have committed operators, and we have an active and important conversation about resilience. The task now is to bring those elements together. Growth and resilience, investment and assurance, innovation and discipline, government and industry. For Scottish Power, leadership in this moment means investing responsibly, working constructively with governments and regulators, supporting our partners, backing our people, and protecting the systems and services that communities rely on every day. It's taking cyber security and making it a board responsibility. It's owning how secure our organisations are and how ready we are to respond to an ever-complex threat landscape, as NCSC's CEO spoke about yesterday. Because from the green electricity we generate, to the communities we support, to the resilient systems that keep it all running, all our energy goes towards building a better future quicker. This is how we accelerate our cyber defence over the next decade. By building infrastructure people can trust, by designing resilience in from the start, by working together in partnership, and by ensuring the systems the country depends on are not only smarter and cleaner, but resilient and secure. That, for Scottish Power, is what accelerating our cyber defence really means. Thank you. Enjoy the Resilience Plenary as the top minds across the globe discuss the role that regulation can play in securing our nation. Thank you.